There we go. All right, we're live. Hey guys, this is Sarah Eckert. I'm from Carolina Blogging. I'm the co-founder of Carolina Blogging. Today is April 25th. I had to write that down just to make sure that I have my dates right. Today's April 25th. Thank you for joining us. If you guys are joining us live, this is our Carolina Blogging Google Hangout session on taxes and blogging. And I know tax week was last week, but it's always good to be prepared because we're blogging currently, we're getting promotional products, we're writing our blog posts. You can never be too prepared for Uncle Sam. So that's what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about taxes and blogging. Just to give you guys a couple of housekeeping things that we've got going on with Carolina Blogging, I'm proud to announce we've got our website up. It's www.carolinablogging.com, and you can actually go there now. There's a really cool little Powtoon video that I made just with a tutorial, and it gives you some information about our homepage. I've got our last networking event, which was on March 28th in Gastonia, North Carolina. I've got some information on there about who we are. You can meet our newest mentor, which is Stephanie Bruce. We also have some information about media and PR contacts. So if you are anyone interested in contacting us through Carolina Blogging and perhaps giving us an opportunity for our bloggers to write something for your event, if you have a product like this really awesome little GUI sport leaf that I have on my shirt, if you have products that you'd like to see in any future Carolina Blogging Google Hangouts, definitely shout us out. Go ahead and visit us. It's www.carolinablogging.com, and you can either reach Heather or myself. I'm Sarah Eckert through our contact page. So we've got the website launching on May 1st, and I've got all kinds of super duper stuff. Heather's got super duper stuff scheduled for that, but we're going to keep that in the bag. The cat is in the bag. I'm not letting it out yet. What we will let you know, which is on there now, is that we just put together our first sponsored post. Now, this was a really big one for us, and we were super, super proud to send Jessica Ballard over to Carowinds for their first and exclusive Taste of the Carolinas. Now, this was really, really neat. This is an event that's being held on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday at Carowinds, basically through May 17th. You can take your family. We have it posted. It's a family-friendly event. They've got Carolina food. They've got music, they've got the roller coasters, of course, but we encourage you guys to check it out. Last week we were able to send over Jessica Ballard as a sponsored post member for Carolina Blogging. She got to meet the Season 9 winner from Food Network Channel's show, The Food Network Star. That's Chef Damaris Phillips, and I hope I said that right. If not, you can shout me out on Facebook for that. So that's pretty cool. And I also wanted to thank Ann Newsome from HealthySouthernMama.com just for pitching that to us. I appreciate you bringing that to the light, and I was able to make something happen through the PR representative at Carowinds. So check it out, Carolina Blogging's at Carowinds. And I'd also like, before we let Heather Cottle take the stage, I want to just give you guys a really cool product that I was able to get. Let's see if you can see it. Do you see? It's GUI. How cool is that name? GUI sent me some really, really fun accessories, and I get to try them out on the call and tell you guys about them. And I'm a cell phone person. That's my corporate day job, is I work at a large cell phone company. So these things are like right up my alley, and I was super stoked when they sent them over. The one that I'm wearing is called the Guppy Sport, and whoever picked out this color for me, it's pink. You already know who I am. We're like soul people. Thank you. If you can check it out, this is the Guppy Sport, and it's holding my headphones so they don't like fly out of my ears during the call, which is super, super awesome. They also sent me this really cool, it's called a GUI button, if you can see that. Now this thing is neat. Let me turn it around and show it to you real quick. It's a magnet stuck inside of a little sticky thing. So basically what you can do with this, hang on, let me get it out of the bag, and they package their stuff really nice too, by the way. Okay, so here's the little back of it. It's got a nice sticky adhesive piece. You stick it to the back of the cell phone, just like that, and then when you want to use it, this little piece comes out, and it's a cool little fuzzy circular thing, and let me show you. This is my nasty cell phone, and this is the GUI super duper like come in to rescue me from fingerprints. And all you have to do is just clean it, and it takes all the fingerprints off of your phone. Now this is cool for a variety of reasons. Number one, I use my cell phone and my tablets and my laptop for my graphic design business, Dirty Fish Designs. But I also, in the cell phone world, have to show my phones to customers. And I want to have a nice screen. I've got a 3- and a 5-year-old, and they're really, really dirty at times. So their fingers are like all over my tablets. They're all over my display. It's just not awesome. So that was the Guppy Sport, and then you just saw the Guppy button. And then the other 2, 3 that I want to get to real quick are the GUI keyring. This one is neat because it's got a magnet on it, and you just put it right on your keychain. Anywhere you want to go, you just pop this baby open and clean the screen of your phone real quick. And then we also have the GUI leaf. This one is really, really good. See, this one is also pink. Thank you, GUI. You're awesome. This one is also pink. And this one you can clean your laptop screen with. So I can't demonstrate this one as good because I'm looking at my laptop, but you'll see me if you meet me at any of the conferences that we have. I'm definitely going to keep that one handy. And then the last one is the Racer. This is the GUI Racer. Let me show it to you real quick, and this will be the last product that I show you from GUI. This is part of an actual iPad case that they have. This is the little eraser for it. Just in case any of you bloggers out there have iPads that you run your business from, if you didn't already know, on the top right-hand corner, your iPad has magnets in it, and if you put this little eraser towards it, it'll like lock your screen and unlock your screen, which is super cool because if you're at a blog conference and you need to lock your screen real quick and maybe go network with some people, this little thing will do that. And this is the carrying case for it, which fits into the GUI case that they sell. These things are super inexpensive. I'm talking, I saw like $5, $9, $10. Super inexpensive, good investment. It keeps the fingerprints off. So thank you, GUI. Shout out. Thank you so much. I appreciate you sending these over. I'm going to take them into work, show these guys how awesome my screens are, and they're clean. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and pass it on over to Heather Cotto. She's the founder of Carolina Blogging, and she's going to get this kicked off today with taxes and blogging. Go ahead and take it, Heather.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Hi, guys. I'm so excited for everyone who's watching, and I want to thank Sarah and Melissa. We have Melissa on the call as well, one of our Carolina Blogging members. Wave, Melissa. Say hi. But anyway, so I'm gonna try to keep this as short as possible because I know it's late, people are eating dinner, and all of that fun stuff. But if you do have any questions regarding taxes and how to report it on your blogs, or just where to begin on any of that, please go ahead and ask them. You can reach us on Blogging Carolina on Twitter, in our Facebook group, and on our Facebook page. You can also comment on the actual Google Plus Hangout event page, and Sarah will be keeping up with all of your questions, so go ahead and be sure to ask them, and we will answer all of them the best to our ability at the end of our presentation. So let's go ahead and get started. So just give me one moment. All right. Can everyone see that full screen now? I hope so. Okay, so hopefully everyone can see this. If you can't see it, so here's the main things we're going to be talking about: taxes and blogs. Some of the topics we're going to cover today are, well, taxes. What counts as an expenses according to your blog? Sometimes that can be a little confusing. Tracking, how to track everything else regarding to your blog. We're going to talk about that. Putting away a percentage, and that means just putting away a percentage of your earnings for tax time. Tax reporting, products and posts, and how they relate to tax reporting. I learned a lot actually recently at our past conference, thanks to Heather, one of our guest speakers. And the last thing we're going to talk about is finding the right accountant for your business and your blog. So let's get started on the first topic. What counts?
All right, guys, I think we lost Heather. Hang on for just a second. We're going to see if she can jump right back in, but let me go ahead and get the slides going for you guys. We both have copies just in case something like this happens. What counts as an expense? Now, if you could see the reverse behind my desk, you would see a hot mess. You already know I run the hot mess kitchen, but I've got all kinds of stuff all over the place. I've got home office supplies, cameras. I've got a camera. In fact, hang on. Ta-da! I use my smartphone. I've got a Galaxy Note 3. I use the smartphone on that. Hosting fees. How many of you guys are having to pay hosting fees if you've got a WordPress.org site? You know, that's something that you've got to pay hosting fees for each month. You need to keep receipts for that. I would recommend maybe downloading the receipts and putting them in a Google Drive document, keeping them in an Excel file. That's super simple. We'll go over some tracking ways here in just a little bit, and we've got some really cool stuff planned for the website. So let's get to the rest of it while Heather just gets recentered there. So hosting fees, domain names. I know that for each one of the domains that I had to pay about $12 a year. So that, you know, it's pretty average. I know that GoDaddy had a special running where you could get a domain for like 99 cents, which is super cheap, especially if you've got one that you're not really sure if you want to go forward or backwards with it. 99 cents is a pretty cheap investment. Let's see. So there's newsletter fees. If anybody's got, I know MailChimp, I think if it's over, or let's see, yeah, MailChimp. If you've got over 2,000 subscribers, you've got to pay an additional fee if you want to send out those newsletters. So definitely keep track of these expenses. These are all things related to blogging, and you want to keep track of them so that when it comes time to report your income through Uncle Sam, he's not going to come knocking saying, hey, what's all this at your home business? It's important. Also, home internet expenses. I know that I pay, I don't know, roughly like 50 bucks a month to have unlimited internet through a local Time Warner cable that I have here. Give me just a second, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get Heather invited back into the chat so then she can join us. Sorry, thank you. All right, so I pay about $59 to my local cable company. A percentage of that obviously is used for my kids to stream all kinds of crazy stuff on Netflix and Hulu. But the majority of the time when I'm working, I do have a log written down where the time that I spend on the internet is written down to equate for at the end of the month. So I would encourage you guys to get some type of a registrar. Maybe just go to Walmart. They have like little cheapy books on sale. Write down when clock in and out. It's your business. Clock in and out so you can keep track of the time that you're spending on the internet so you can report that as an expense as well. Travel expenses also related to your blog. I know a lot of folks, in fact, okay, myself included, I think everybody traveled except for Heather. There were a few people that were local to our networking event. But if you put gas in your car, if you paid for lunch to come to the Carolina Blogging Networking event, that's an expense. And I believe you can use your ticket stub. You still have access to the ticket records on the Eventbrite site that we use to buy your ticket. If anybody needs a copy of the receipt, if you paid $10 or $20 or $30 to come to the networking event, we can definitely reprovide one of those to you so that you can track it as an expense. Also, software purchased to make graphics. Now, this one resonates specifically with me because I like using PicMonkey every single month to make a lot of the Carolina blogging graphics that you see. So it's a $5 expense. I went ahead and got the Royal, which is super cool because they have a lot of really cool graphics on there, some extra fonts that I don't have on my computer. Every month that I pay $5, that's going towards a blogging expense. So I keep up with that because I want to report that at the end of the year as well. And there's also themes and plugins. For a while there, I was using cheap things. I know that the Human, that's Hueman, that is a WordPress.org theme that is awesome. It's mobile responsive. It's super easy to understand. There's tutorials. There's all kinds of really cool stuff about it. That is a good one for you guys to take a look at if you want a free theme. But if you're going to buy a theme, there's so many folks out there that develop themes. If you want to buy a theme, and this is what your paying readers are looking at, you want to keep track of that. So I know that the Genesis framework is about $70 to $100 if you've got a theme included. Some folks can probably even pay around $150, $200. I've seen themes as far as $300. These are things that you need to be reporting on your taxes because they're expenses that you put into your job, and your job is your blog. So make sure that you're tracking this. All right, so let's go on to the next one. Don't be afraid to ask your accountant. A lot of this stuff that we're asking about, what counts as an expense, what doesn't count as an expense, I ran it through our local H&R Block representative, but I was also able to find some really cool stuff on turbotax.intuit.com, and I'll make sure to put the link up on that so that if you guys have any questions, there's actually a blogger's expense section on there that answers a lot of your frequently asked questions. So I'll make sure to get that link up. So next is how to track your expenses. I had mentioned earlier that you could go to Walmart and pick up a cheapy little binder. You could put it in a folder. I like Excel spreadsheets. I had to pay money to get an Excel version, an updated Excel version. So obviously that's going to go towards my blog expenses. But an Excel spreadsheet is good for me because it's digital and you can upload it to Google Docs so other people can see it. So if you have your tax representative on the fly just call you out of the blue and say, hey, I need such and such documents, you can email it to them in a flash. It's not like you've got to go home, record your paperwork, send it over to the tax office. That can cause you a couple days delay. So digital records are a fan of mine. I'm a fan of digital records is what I should say. But there's also printable sheets, and that's one of the cool things about carolinablogging.com. Now that we actually have a landing spot, a place to go, is that we'll have printable sheets that you can get for free, and there'll be things that you can do like tracking your time reporting when you're